My mom was my idol. She's a person that I looked up to. I saw how hard she worked, 2, 3 jobs to support her kids, and the way she was always committed, the type of discipline she had to always take care of her business first, and it just kind of wore on me.
He always respects his mother, you know, that's his hero. And without his mother, Rodney wouldn't be Rodney. He always respects her sacrifice, whatever she did for him in the childhood.
He came to me one day and he said, Mom, he said, I really want to play football. I said, well, Rodney, I really can't afford to let you play football. I said, because the only thing I have right now is my money to pay my light bill.
The entry fee was like $40. And I think our light bill was right around $40. And, you know, the one thing that really drives me to this day is the fact that she used that light bill money, which was her last few dollars that she had, to sign me up for football. And that meant a great deal to me. And after she did that, I told her, I said, Mom, one day when I go to the pros, I'm going to buy you a new house.
So what I originally did was I went to an organization and they helped me pay my light bill. And I gave him the money.
Back then, I mean, we didn't have much money, anything like that, and I'm talking about if you wanted to make an extra trip, you know, she had to save up a few dollars for gas, and you know, when I had a girlfriend in particular that lived in a really nice neighborhood, she drove me over there, no problem. She would come back and pick me up. It's just her doing everything she could to make her son happy, and that's the way she treated all her kids.
He was a feisty type of a person. He never let his size get in the way. He always thought he was big as the next person. And he always thought he was always up for the challenge. He never thought there wasn't anything he couldn't do.
His work ethic was instilled in him by his mom and by his grade school work and, of course, by the coaching staff that worked with him here at the high school. But I would also have to say that he learned to work very hard because I think he always was able to set his goals extremely high.
He made so many sacrifices. There were times when Rodney's friends were out playing, and Rodney would say, well, Mama, take me to the hill so I can run, or either take me to the park so I could walk a mile or two.
I think Rodney learned quite a bit from his mom. I think he had a tremendous amount of respect for her. I think that everything that he did in life was to either get better for him so that he could, you know, praise his mom in that respect, or that he did not want to disappoint his mom in any way, shape, or form.
Well, we just have a family barbershop that, you know, she's been a cosmetologist for years, ever since before I was born. And that's something that she likes to do, as well as my brother. He's involved in it. And it's something small, but it's something that means a lot to her.
Rodney's supported my hair salon business, first of all, by purchasing the business so I could hire other young people to come in so they could make a life for themselves.
He's just real humble, you know, and that's the best part about him. He didn't change because of the fame.
When I met him, you expect like the superstar to be all big-headed. Rodney's none of that. He's just like the average guy. He's a true friend, a gentleman.
When I was able to actually go and physically buy her that house, I never seen my mom break down with as many tears and be as joyous as she was. I mean, she said that was, you know, besides her kids being born, that was the happiest day of her life.
It's meant everything to me to be able to live in a really, really, really beautiful neighborhood and to live in such a nice house.
If he sees somebody in need, he will give the last shirt out of his bag and help. Because he was brought that way by his mother, and that's Rodney.
She taught me at a young age, if you listen to what your mom tells you to do, you're not going to avoid every problem that's out there in the world, but I can assure you that you can avoid 80% of the world's problems. So I really didn't get a lot of spankings or as we call them back in the day, whoopings. I just listened to my mom, and I just believed that she was leading me in the right direction.
When you see something that you've actually brought into the world, and that something has brought you so much joy, he's just truly been one of the most wonderful things that has ever happened to me.
You can call Rodney Harrison whatever you want to call Rodney Harrison, but one thing you're going to say is that guy played the game the way it should have been played. And that's one thing I can look at my mom and say she lived life the way it should have been led. She should have led it. And that's something I have a great deal of respect for her, and something I carry not only into my life but also on the football field.